We need the paper, please. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Voice for Renan. Are you gonna be a major character or just a character? We're gonna give you a boring villager voice. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather earlier today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, oh lord. Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stregas? Unbelievable! You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop, Estelle. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I feel like I just went into the dad voice. Whoops. I'm afraid that the news Stregas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I will be waiting for you. Okay. Hold on, let's go back in. There might be a chest. If anything, the Fall Fantasy has taught me is to always look and talk to people. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see. It's about time I water my lovely flowers. Okay. What about in here? Do we have anything in here? No. Okay. Whatevs. We're gonna go down here. I'm sorry if this is boring. I'm like, I like RPGs, so I try and immerse myself. Okay, so X is the camera button, and this will do. Don't know how long we're gonna be in this part of the game. I'll probably only record like a couple of episodes, see how it goes, because this is actually exactly where we need to be. Because, you know, I'm not sure how well it's gonna go and all that jazz. It's something fun to do. So probably after we get through this tutorial, I'm assuming it's gonna be, I'll probably stop there for the day and edit it up, and yeah. Ina? We'll go with Ina. What voice should Ina have? Okay. With the face she's giving me, at least her portrait, I feel like this should be it. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning. Is Skara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks! We'll do our best. Yay! Okay. Oh, she's the fancy lady that was in the cutscene. We have to give her a serious voice because she's doing tarot cards, okay? Skarazard. Skarazard. I'm so sorry for ruining your name. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. I'm sorry. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Giggle fit under control. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Scarrow! Huh? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I could think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Damn. She is like going in. Ah, Joshua, Skara Scara. While still me hates studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an ornament with some practice eventually. Probably. Wow, your enthusiasm for her succeeding in this is great. And plus 1 pro over all those cons. Come on, dude. I guess there's not much I could do now, except for hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Scara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. She was being creepy. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. It would be so cool, so rad to have her in our party. I'm just saying, it'd be really cool. She could be like our mage. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Okay, so basically, guys, you might want to skip ahead about a minute and a half, because I have to read all this, or else I'd be like, oh my god, what's going on? Flipping tables. What would you like to know about? Ornaments. Ooh, it's a pretty screen. Ornaments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed, although it's only been about 50 years since their invention. My nose is getting stuffy. These devices play an integral role in all of the facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. So basically, that's their electricity, is what I'm getting from this. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Bracers. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Oh, wow. Wow, this map is actually really big. Yo, I hope this game has like many hours of gameplay. That'd be so rad. That'd be so cool. The kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zamorian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop ordnance. Ordnance technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. For how long, though? Okay, we always know in RPGs, peace usually doesn't last very long. That is all. Let us see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Skara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if it were a real bracer job. Ah! My nose is getting all stuffy, so I have to catch up on my words because I'm saying them too fast and they're not coming out right. So, what you're saying is there won't be any studying at the desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's seriously just what a doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it! I can feel my voice cracking. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give the both of you. Ion. I already forgot how to pronounce her name. Ina. Yeah, Ina. Ina, are they ready? Ready? Yeah, you could definitely tell my nose is all kinds of jacked up right now. Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves. Woo! These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook! Ah! Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. So, a review book, essentially. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. So, it's kind of like, Majora's Mask, the Bomber's Handbook. Because when you talk to people, they'd get an entry and they'd give you bits of information and be put into the book. So it's kind of like that. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap. This sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh. Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is important duty for all bracers. Whoa, I clicked out of the game! So, get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over there by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Got it. Bulletin board. Pictures, paper, pinned to it. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a question mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Let's see here, Skarazard, 500 Mira, direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath the roulette and bringing back the contents of a chest. Ooh, and we gotta go, talk to Our Lady. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the Bracer Notebook. The Bracer Notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the Configuration menu. Oh my god, big words. Very good. Yes. It was such a difficult task, guys. Walking all the way to a bulletin board and reading a piece of paper. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Of course, my lady. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Her voice is changing. I'm so sorry. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. Oh, that bird! Oh! I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha! Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What we'll be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay.